Hello and welcome back to Sailing Embla. As some of you may recall from the last video, I was planning of doing the next part of this trip, the leg up to Tananger, and I was a little weary, anxious you may say, about doing that part on my own in the winter time, I might add, because if it was summer I would have no issues with it at all. But so I thought about it and I got in contact with the local sailing club here, Egersund Seilforening. A couple of guys from the club said yes to assist me, a fellow sailor up there. They have done that part of the coast many times during the summer, never during the winter. So anyway, they know their way around there, and that suits me just fine because there are lots of currents and winds and blah blah blah. So now we are just down to finding a day where the weather is decent and the winds are blowing the right way, and people are off work because we all work, and yeah, during this time of year it's not that easy finding a day that has all of these components packed in together. Hopefully some of these two guys or both can accompany me on that part of the lake, or maybe I'll just go alone. We will see. Another thing that was happening, I was planning to make some dinner the other day, and so I wanted to heat up some food, and nothing. I was all out of gas. Lucky for me, I had this little guy instead. This is of course a camping kitchen, Primus or Primus in English, which is a really great thing. I love this kitchen. So I had to use this now, but it works fine. I really love these things. I love all camping things like knives and torches and burners, I guess. Anyway, it's been well used a lot of years now, so maybe I should buy a new one. I had to buy more gas, and when I got down to the boat I saw that this thing is not the same that I used. So in order to have that working again, I need to exchange this as well. My gas bottles fits in there, in this compartment. This here is the Swedish system, Swedish bottle. And this here is of course the Norwegian bottle. I just saw this. I don't really like that in a gas bottle. Anywho, here is the system in Norway, where you just put this cap on like so, and in Sweden you just use this here, which you screw in here. So now we need to remove this. It should be easy, and use this instead. Just removing this. This has been on there for a long time, so it's stuck. I'm just waiting now to set this screwdriver right in my hand. Just so typical. Screw that. Okay. Another thing to do this winter, replace this hose. So this is how she looks. Okay, yes, that's it. Now this goes on there somehow. Maybe so. Yeah, now we're talking. Now in business. Because now it is starting to rain and gusting again, so it's getting quite not pleasant being out here working. It's nice with rain when you're inside and it's warm and cozy, and you can just hear the rain fall on the roof and the wind is gusting in the mast or the rigging. But when you have to go outside and do some work like I have to do now, it kind of sucks. So I'm not a fan really. Usually when I've exchanged these bottles previously, I used to have to empty out the whole compartment there. As you saw, it is underneath here, and this whole thing goes up like so. It's a box which is completely sealed off, and if the gas is leaking, it just fills up in this and it drains out towards the outside there. You can see the drainage there. So it's a good thing, but it's not that easy to get the box in place again. Hopefully I don't have to get up all of this shit. Oh. See if this fits. And it doesn't.
So now I have to exchange the whole fucking hose as well. Because this is not as thick as this part here. Oh man!
It seems like the hose is a little bit too narrow, so I can't get it in. I've gotten it in as far as I can, so hopefully I can use this new bottle today. But I have to buy a new one in this size. And of course, this that came with the whole thing is too short. I have to have a 2 meter. Hey! There you go! It's gotta be good food today. Today it is January the 28th, Sunday, and I am off work, so I was thinking of going on a little hike. Now this place we're going to is a sort of a world famous location here in Norway. Until for I guess it was a couple of years ago or something, nobody had heard about it except for the locals. Then it was suddenly all over the news, really all over the news. Yeah, so we're gonna see that now. It is quite a workout, but hopefully it will be worth it. As we continue, it's getting more and more rural and nice, I would say. This is quite beautiful with the river down there. It really is a stunning scenery, this. We are not there yet, so we just have to continue walking. This is something you don't see every day. And the sign says private road. And I guess you would need a tractor or something to get past here. But it's really cool though. It is really cool. There is a walk here to be done, that's for sure. And we are losing precious daylight, so I hope I can get there before it's too dark to film. Now we are almost there. I could actually see the silhouette. At least I'm not cold. But it was a great walk. It's right over there. It's only a couple of 100 meters left and then we are there. And the sun is on its way down over there. A beautiful sight. And what we came to see is just over this little water here. And there it is. That thing there that sticks out. That thing there is called Trollpikken, or in English the Trollcock. And it's silly really. I guess the municipality here in Egersund was trying to have some sort of tourist attraction, and they found this and they called it Trollpikken, or the Trollcock. And a couple of years ago, when this became world famous in Norway, I guess somebody found that very offensive. Well, what happened was that in the middle of the night a couple of years ago, somebody came up here and drilled hole, and yeah, it broke off. They castrated the troll, and you can see the lines there. Now, when people came up here and they found the cock castrated, the locals here and the municipality all got together and they had a fundraiser, and they raised 200,000 norske kroner, Norwegian crowns, and they erected it again. And inside there they have put a steel rod. So well, it's not that easy to castrate it again, that's for sure. So this troll is hung. Yeah, this is Trollpikken of Egersund. Thinking of sitting up here and just watching the sunset go down. It's really gusting and it's quite cold. It's warm enough when you're walking around, but I know that as soon as you sit down and take off this backpack, you're going to get cold in this wind. So we are going to see if we can find somewhere that is a little more protected. So I think we're going to stop off here. And then we are back. I guess that's it for me for this week. So see you next time and take care.